Microsoft SharePoint is a platform that is rich in social features, many of which rely on the user-generated activities and system-generated activities that appear in their personal sites, or what Microsoft calls My Sites. This facility allows users to easily share information about themselves and their work, and oftentimes this means PPM work. Having relevant PPM information available in the personal site will allow users to collaborate, build, and promote their PPM work with other SharePoint users who want to see it, and also keep themselves up to date on the latest relevant PPM data. Now, with the latest version, SharePoint Connector 4.0 allows users to configure what PPM information they want to be made available on their personal sites, so they can use SharePoint's social networking, collaboration features, and simply assist their own work by exposing select PPM data to this popular framework. This exchange of data can be easily configured individually for each resource, and by each resource in PPM. They can decide what to share on their personal site based on their needs and business requirements. Essentially, with this release, we've made the SharePoint Connector a tool for personalized integrations between SharePoint and PPM. So let's take a look at some of the options available through the standard PPM resource screen. Here we're looking at John Smith's resource details. So with Release 3.0, we've added user data fields to the PPM resource screen, allowing each resource to define the type of data that needs to be sent to his personal site. We can choose to monitor or follow specific individual projects via our personal SharePoint site, and the same can be done for programs. If I want to keep track of certain requests, I can have that information too. Which exact request can be determined by filtering by department, by specific request types, creator of the request, or even specific requests. If I want to share all my PPM activity with the SharePoint community by my personal site, I could choose to display my recent activity for the past number of days. To remind me of work that I need to do in PPM, I can have any assignments including tasks and requests exported. For the requests I need to act on via the workflow, I can show that request information as well. If I happen to be a timesheet approver, I can show which timesheets as well. Lastly, if I'm a resource pool manager, I can also have resource requests show up on my personal site. Now let's take a look at my personal SharePoint site before I run the SharePoint Connector Data Exchange report. As you can see, there are a few lists specifying projects and requests I'm following, and they all happen to be empty. So let's go back to PPM and run the Data Exchange report. So the SharePoint Connector Data Exchange report is simply a custom PPM report that you can run ad hoc on a scheduled basis. And this will essentially trigger the bidirectional exchange of data between the two systems. So let's run it right now. So the report has completed, so let's check on it to see if it was successful. Okay, so it looks like the report ran successfully. So all the relevant PPM data should have been exported to my SharePoint personal site. So let's go into John Smith's personal site again. Here you can see all the relevant PPM information that was exported to his site. Here are the projects that he specified that he wanted to follow. Here are the individual requests that he's following. And in his activity feed, he has a project, a timesheet, and a project issue. And it looks like in his My Items queue, he has a timesheet that requires approval. He needs to work on a project list that's been assigned to him. And there is also a project issue that's requiring his approval. If I wanted to dive a little deeper into a specific request, the request and project IDs serves as links back into PPM. Let's go back to SharePoint. With PPM data now available in SharePoint, I now have another means of tracking my work information, and I can also choose to share this data for others to collaborate on. So for example, I can post in my blog about a project issue that I'm having and refer to a specific PPM number. I can seek the assistance of my colleagues or followers. With this personalized integration capability, I can see what PPM data is available for my followers by simply clicking on their links and going to their personal sites. As you can see, personal sites can be useful for enhancing individual productivity and sharing content, and in this case, PPM content with people in your organization. This new version of SharePoint Connector makes it easy to export users' custom PPM data so that it's available in the system for yourself and the SharePoint community. So let me summarize the other capabilities of the SharePoint Connector. It provides a bidirectional exchange of data. It also allows you to flexibly schedule the data transfer via the PPM Data Exchange report. You can also synchronize any PPM data, including standard fields, custom fields, attachments, and custom queries. You can also have any number of user-defined data mappings. It also allows you to integrate with multiple SharePoint sites. You can also create SharePoint project sites from PPM workflows. And lastly, you can selectively integrate PPM data into Outlook. Thank you for watching this demo. If you'd like more information about the SharePoint Connector, please email info@ppmetrics.com or visit our website, www.ppmetrics.com.